Hi, friends. Our story today is called Fossils Tell Stories, and it was written by Yuri Kim and illustrated by Hyunju Lee. Fossils tell stories. Let's see what stories fossils are going to tell us. Brush, brush, scrape, scrape, dig, dig, dig. Look! Dinosaur bones! This reminds me of that skeleton craft that you're going to get to make. These are the fossils of a dinosaur called Allosaurus. From head to tail, it is as long as the height of a 4-story building. Fossils are the remains of animals and plants buried and hardened underground long ago. Traces of animals and plants are also called fossils. Did all dinosaurs turn into fossils when they died? No, just because they died doesn't mean they became fossils. Other animals could eat them. The bones left over could decay and disappear without a trace. Then, how did dinosaurs become fossils? There may have been a landslide. Something happened and dinosaurs got buried under the earth. Their flesh decayed and only bones were left. My dog buries bones in the earth. Are they also fossils? No, they are not fossils. To turn into a fossil, a bone has to be buried for a long, long time, and so that it becomes hard like a rock. What about clay pots made by early people? Those aren't fossils either. Things made by early people are called artifacts. Artifacts are things left behind by people who lived long ago. Are there animal fossils or plant fossils? If they look like the animals of today, then they are animal fossils. If they look like the plants of today, then they are plant fossils. The remains of animal footprints or their crawl marks are called fossils. This is some dinosaur skin fossils and a dinosaur foot fossil. Remains left by living creatures are also fossils. Here's some dinosaur eggs that are fossils. This is actually fossils of poop. That's kind of gross. By looking at fossils, we can work out what kind of creatures lived long ago. An ammonite is a sea creature with a wrinkled coiled shell. A mammoth is a land animal like an elephant, but twice as big and covered with long hair. Fossils tell us how animals lived a long time ago. It must have been a ferocious hunter. It must have walked on 2 legs. Strong, sharp toes were for grabbing prey and tearing meat. A long, strong tail gave it balance to knock down prey. It must have had very hard armor. It must have been a carnivore or a meat eater. Long, sharp teeth were for chewing meat. It must have lived on water and land. When an enemy came, it protected itself by curling up. Fins had long bones for swimming and walking. All these fossils told a story about the animal that it belonged to. Fossils tell us stories about ancient lives. We can figure out many things by looking at these bones. Roar! Ooh, this is cool. How are fossils made? Fish and clams live under the sea. When fish die, they sink down. The dead fish are buried under layers of mud. Their flesh decays, but the hard parts of their bodies remain. Over a long time, the remains become as hard as rock. More time passes, the earth cracks, and the fossils are revealed. This gives us some steps to make a fossil. It says, let's make a fossil. Step 1, pick a leaf off a tree. Step 2. Put the leaf on a flat piece of soft clay. 3. Put another piece of soft clay over the leaf. 4. Press evenly all over. 5. Remove the top layer of the clay. And 6. Dry the leaf imprinted clay in the shade. That looks like fun. Maybe you guys could try that. Miss B put in some special some special modeling clay in your kit that you could use to either make a pot or a fossil. You could make something that could be an artifact or a fossil like we learned about in our book today. I hope you enjoyed Fossils Tell Stories. I know I learned a lot about what makes fossils and how they tell us different things. I hope to see you soon. Bye.